everyone, welcome. It's Thursday Facebook Live with Tracy Bish. I'm an Independent Stampin Up Demonstrator from Central Victoria, Australia, and I'm really happy to have everyone here today. As you pop on, please pop on and say hi. Let me know where you're watching from, if you're watching the replay. I'm going to just wait a few minutes just to see as people pop on. It has been freezing cold here today, so I have once again stayed in my work outfit because I'm not taking clothes off to get cold. I don't know, I think it's colder now than what it was during like the middle of winter, so it's crazy. Hi everyone, welcome. Hi Jeanette, how are you? So what's everyone's week been like? Have you had a busy week crafting or doing things around the home, or have you been out and about? Let me know what you've been up to. I've had quiet time at home. And I must say this week I have been super lazy. I don't know, it must have been the time just for laziness. I think at the moment, really haven't had much motivation for anything. Hi Sandy. Hi Pam, how are you? And Glenda. Hi Glenda. I am well, thank you. I hope you are too. Jeanette said she's been mainly crafting. Well, that's fantastic. Sandy's been making cards. Well, that's really great. I think that's one good thing is we've got time to do a lot of crafting, which is always lovely. And Christmas is coming, the new catalogue's out, so you've got plenty of time to get all your Christmas projects and cards all ready to go. Hi Jill, you're working at school? That's fantastic. Hi Becky. Marion, you have been busy. You've got a lot on. Christmas cards, my card class, and wood. Fantastic. Pam, you had a fall today, and you're laid up in bed. That's no good. I hope you didn't do any damage, and I hope that it's just a few days in bed. We'll have you back on your feet really soon. Hi Joy. Glenda, you've been making Christmas cards as well. Fantastic. Hi Rachel. Hi Ingrid, how are you? Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the catalogues. Okay, so I have heaps of people on. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in today. We're actually going to be crafting with 2 cards tonight. I'm using the stamp set, what's it called? Textures and Frames. It is one of the celebration items, this one here. And this one is a free item with a qualifying $90 order. So all you need to do is put a $90 order in here in Australia, and you can choose this one as your free item. And we're making 2 cards with this today. I only had a quick play with it, so I haven't used all the stamps or anything like that. There is so much you could do, and this reminds me of a stamp set that we had a few years ago. I'm not sure what the name was, but some of you ladies might remember, and I think there's a lot of stamps that were like these ones here in a stamp set, and it was a few years ago, so I remember it, but I can't remember names. There's too many names that come in. Hi Angie. Oh Lisa, you've had no motivation either. Yes, I think it's just an all-round thing right now. Hi Cindy. Yeah, I think just with everything that's going on, I think sometimes being a little bit lazy, sitting back and relaxing a little bit, that's always nice to do as well. So I say lazy, but it's probably not. I'm just taking a little bit of time for myself as well. Oh, thank you, Angie. Thank you for sharing. So ladies, if you enjoy my videos, please think about sharing it. It helps me to get out there a little bit more as well. So if you enjoy it, please just share. Okay, so we've got a few on. What I might do is we'll get started. I don't have quite so many information things to tell you quite tonight, but like I said, I'm really excited. We've got 2 cards to create tonight, so we might just get straight into it. If you have some exciting news or you've got something going on, please just type them in the comments, because I love hearing what you guys are up to as well. And like I've told you every time, I work, so we own a business, so I don't do too much, and we're in lockdown again, so other than crafting, and I can't really show you all the things I'm crafting with either because you'll see them as they come out. So I'm pretty boring, but yeah, I'll live through you guys. So let's pop the camera down. Just gonna switch the camera around. And I don't think I had the camera switched around last time, so everything might have been back the front, who knows. Yeah, Becky, you're doing remote learning. I will say that is one thing I'm really thankful for, is that my kids are no longer at school. Well, Dana's doing uni, but she does it all herself. To be teaching kids nowadays with everything that's going on, that is extremely hard, and I think it just makes parenting so much more harder. Hi Diana, how are you? Oh, that's very nice, Angie. Yeah, we do have to support each other because these are difficult times. They really are, and with no end in sight. Because, yeah, at the moment it doesn't feel like there's any ending in sight. Okie dokie. So we're going to start off with the Sunday Facebook challenge. So every Sunday I have a new challenge over on my Instagram and Facebook. If you don't follow me, jump on and start following me because it's so much fun. Each week there is a different theme, and this week's theme runs till Sunday, and it's Christmas. So we're all looking at doing Christmas cards and Christmas projects. So this is one that everyone can join in on. I have used the Penguin Place stamp set, as well as the Penguin Playmates Designer Series paper. So this Designer Series paper is actually a free item as well. It's a celebration item, just like that stamp set that we're using tonight, this Textures and Frames. Just by purchasing your stamp supplies up to $90, you can choose a free item from the celebration catalogue, and I'll show you that catalogue in a minute. There are 2 items in there that are $180 spend, so you have to reach $180 to get them. We'll choose those as a free item, but who doesn't love free items? So this was the card that I created, and I've used one of the embossing folders. This is called 𝐻𝐻𝐻. And the 𝐻𝐻𝐻 embossing folders, there are actually 2 that come in the pack, and they're a little bit smaller than our normal embossing folders. They're sort of like half the size. So there's one with these beautiful snowflakes, and then there's also like a pine tree image one as well. So that's really, really pretty and perfect for winter. You love that colour, Pam. This is Fresh Freesia. That is one of the new in colours that was out this year. And yeah, there's some really beautiful colours in this year's in colours. Hi Jane, how are you? Oh, thanks Jeanette. Alrighty, so yeah, if you would like to join in, come on over, create a card, and all you need to do is pop your card or your project, because it can be a project if you want to create a 3D item for Christmas. Pop that photo in the comment section of that post, but there'll be a new challenge on Sunday if you'd like to join in. So the more the merrier. It's a lot of fun. We're all very supportive, and it's a great way to just show off your talents. You'll have to get that one. Beautiful. My job's done, Pam. Alrighty, so the Stamp with Tracy class for September. Well, first off, let's talk about the class that's just closed. I have put the order in, so it's going to be a little bit delayed. I'll try and get my class packets out by the 27th. Stampin' Up have closed their distribution centre again today, so I think this is the 3rd time they've closed it this month. So they are a little bit behind, but if you have purchased the class with me with the product, as soon as I get it, I will have it sent out, because I have all the card kits cut and ready to go. I'm just waiting on the product to come through. So I'm really sorry about that, but it's completely out of my hand, and hopefully they open up from this COVID case really soon for the distribution centre, and they get all the products out super fast. But yeah, totally uncontrollable right now, but I'll have those parcels out to you as soon as I get them. Hi Ali, welcome from England. You've had a nice morning, I hope, and hopefully you're not in a hurry to get to work. Hopefully you've got the day off as well. Oh, Angie says she's surprised how much the in-colour greens she's used for the Christmas cards. I will admit, the evening evergreen, when I first saw it before, like just in the catalogue, I wasn't real happy with it, but I absolutely love it. I think it's perfect for Christmas. So, yeah, I'm with you too. I love all the greens for Christmas. So this month's Stamp with Tracy class, which is coming out, which is September's, we're using the Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper. Now this class hasn't opened yet. I will be sending out an email probably next week now because I've still got a few more things to do with that class, but I can quickly show you some of the items that we're using. Oh, and look, I was just telling you about that beautiful embossing folder, the Wintry. These are here. So that is one of the items that I'm using with the class. Now, if you're purchasing the whole class, you'll have all your cardstock already embossed. But if you're doing the online only version, you may need this. You could use another embossing folder and switch it out for something else, but this is the one that I've used. We're also using the Heartfelt Wishes stamp set. This is great for Christmas. It has beautiful sentiments in it, and I love all that scriptive writing. The kit has one roll of the Brushing Bride frayed ribbon, frayed grosgrain ribbon it is. It's really pretty and so soft. So that is part of the kit. There is also, let me get it out. You'll receive one sheet of the wonderful snowflakes. These are absolutely beautiful. They pop out really easily. You've just got to be a little bit careful with them. And the other thing is, because they come on a full sheet, you've got tons of area that you can die cut and punch for different products, or different die cuts or embellishments with as well. A couple of years ago, Stampin' Up brought out just the snowflake embellishments, which didn't have any offcuts. So this is great because we have all this extra beautiful sheeny paper that you could use on other projects. So there is that 1/4 pack of the Whimsy and Wonder specialty paper. This is so pretty. You love the embossing folders, yes, they're so pretty. And this paper, I cannot rave about it enough. It has silver foil on one side and then just patterns on the other. But look how beautiful these papers are. Snowflakes and presents and mistletoe and trees. This is really beautiful paper. Baubles. It has it all. So you'll get a 1/4 pack with your kit as well as the kit. So these are the kits. Now, normally the classes are a mixture of cards and 3D projects. So there are 2 normal cards, 1 fun fold card, and 2 3D projects. So one's a treat item. They're both treat items, but one's a treat holder and another one is a box. So this is a really awesome class. I'll have more information on that coming up in my emails. So if you're not signed up for my emails, head over to my blog now or after this and sign up, because all that information comes out on an email, as well as the online only version. So if you want to sign up for the online only version, you have to be signed up to my emails to get that link. And the colours that we'll be using on the class are Mossy Meadow, Polished Pink, Misty Moonlight and Blushing Bride. How beautiful these colours together. So there we have that one. Would you like to see one of the projects as well? What do you think? I think I should show you one of the projects, and I'm going to show you the I'm going to show you the fun fold card, because this one I absolutely love. It is so cute. So this is the card, and we're going to open it up. Look at that. How cute is that? That's an amazing and a wow card. So cool. So like I said, there are 2 normal cards. There is that fun fold card, a treat holder, and a box. So that's all part of the kit. And yeah, all that information will be over on my blog. I'm sorry, not over my blog. It'll be in an email next week. Alrighty. The Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle, that is still available over my blog. This is $9.99 US. And it comes with 12 tutorial projects in it. These are wonderful by really great demonstrators from around the world. I'm from Australia, obviously. There is a UK demonstrator and the rest, the 10 of them, are from US. So wonderful projects there. And we're using the celebration is our inspiration this month. So that's this one here. And each month's a different theme. So that's always fun. And this is the Penguin Playmates Designer Series paper. Also another of the celebration free items that you can choose from. And I am hoarding this paper. And I have to use it, but oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. Oh, thank you everyone. I'm so glad that you've all enjoyed that card. That's awesome. Alrighty. So I might as well just quickly show you the mini catalogue. It's available. It started beginning of this month. If you don't already have a catalogue and you're not already ordering from another demonstrator, please get in contact with me. I have a couple left that I can send out to you. And we have this celebration catalogue as well. So this is our normal catalogue, and our celebration, which is going to happen twice a year now. Stampin' Up are bringing it out twice a year. For every $90 or for $180, you can choose a free item. So I just want to quickly go through this catalogue super quickly. There are different things from papers, which is a $90. This is that beautiful penguin paper that I keep showing you. Let me just show you. So this one and this one are all used that same paper. Really beautiful. And it goes with that Penguin Place stamp set. So you can bundle like the 2 together and get yourself that paper. Feels like home if you love to watercolour or colour in designs, colour in your stamps. This one's a great one. We have the beautifully penned DSP. It's all black and white. Matches in with the hand-penned DSP. I think that's what it's called. There is a suite. We have a beautiful traditional Christmas colours with the reindeers, and this one pairs beautifully with the Peaceful Deer bundle. We have a counting sheep and a dies set, so these go together. They are a $90 order each, so if you want to place a $180 order, you can order these 2 as free items. Hi Sylvia, how are you? The textures and frames, that's what we're working with tonight. We have the Summer Shadows dies. These match in with the shaded summer stamp set, which is in the annual catalogue. So if you have that stamp set, this one might be a good one to grab to coordinate with it. We have the Delicate Dahlias, and this is a $180 spend. So I did say before, there are 2 items that you can get that are $180, all the rest are $90. So that's one, and the second one that's $180 qualifying order is this one here. So the dies that go with the Summer Shadows. Alrighty, so like I said, if you're in need of a catalogue and you're not already ordering through another demonstrator, get in touch with me. I'll happily send one out. I have a couple left over. The joining offer that is available this month as well as next month, this is, like, there is no better time to join Stampin' Up, but this is a really fantastic time. The normal special is $169 for your starter kit. You're going to choose $235 worth of product, which is $66 free. Then you can choose a bundle of your choice. So these, and that's upside down, Miss Jane. There we go. These are the bundles that are available. They're from the mini catalogue, so our new catalogue just out. You've got 12 to select from, and yeah, you can save yourself a lot of money just by purchasing that starter kit. So there is one that's, I think, $105. So that is an amazing offer on the table. I also just wanted to quickly say too, if you are joining this month or next month, not only do you get those offerings, but this month, if you purchase a starter kit, we are able to register for On Stage at Home at the end of this month, which is a Stampin' Up online event through COVID. But it is where we're going to see our new catalogue. We get to pre-order our catalogue. We get some prizes. We have so much fun. And you have to be a demonstrator to be able to take part in that event. Now, if you do take part in that event, you will get to purchase earlier than other demonstrators, but you also purchase earlier than other customers. So that, I just wanted to let everyone know that as well, that On Stage at Home registers next at the end of this month. So it's an added bonus of being a demonstrator. So that might be just something to think about if you're thinking about joining Stampin' Up. But that is available. If you have any questions, please get in touch with me. I'd happily help you out. It is an amazing deal, and I don't think it'd be one that anyone would regret, because who doesn't like 20% off their crafting supplies all year round? Fantastic. Okay, so let me show you. If you do order this month, please use this hostess code. For using the hostess code, each month I have a different special, but I have a handmade card that I send out, as well as a bundle tutorial. Now this one's emailed to you and you can print it out, you can just download it, but there is tons of ideas in here. They change every single month. I'm part of a tutorial bundle group, and there is some amazing cards in here. For this month I've used the In the Wild designer series paper from the annual catalogue, so that's my card for this bundle. But there's some great information in here as well. And if you do decide to join Stampin' Up and purchase the starter kit through me, all my team get this as a free gift as well each month. Alrighty, that was all the things that I had to go through. So let me show you the cards that we're going to create tonight. So here's the first one. I didn't know how this was going to turn out, but I really love the colours. So this was another colour combo challenge from Wendy Cranford. And the colour combo is Flirty Flamingo, Gorgeous Grape, Pumpkin Pie, and also black and white. So hence the card here. Super cute. I love how this has turned out. So let me show you that stamp set again. We do have a solid circle as well as an outline circle. These are the two that I've used on this card, but you could use this one here as well. You would get the same effect that we're doing here. And I'm going to show you the second card that we're going to create as well. And this is using the Penguin Place as well. So same colour combo, just a different card. So this one's really simple, really easy. This one just has a little bit more fussy cutting and fun with it. So let's get started. So I think we're going to start with the super simple one, because why not? We won't make things hard. Hi Janelle, how are you? Showing your age. Yep, I'm old. Alrighty, so I'm just going to bring my bone folder in. We're using thick basic white here as our base. Then I have a piece of basic black matting, and basic white is what we're going to do our stamping with. All the measurements you can find over on my YouTube channel tomorrow. I'll have this video uploaded where you can watch it again if you need to see it again, or to get all the purchasing links or all the measurements as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up all my inks. So what do you think about these colours? Would you naturally think of putting these together? This is what I love about the colour challenge, or colour splash is what she calls it, because it's colours that I probably wouldn't use together. So that's always good that it's something a little bit different. I'm just going to get that stamp out. Does anyone remember this stamp set that was like this a couple of years ago? You guys might remember the name of it. Probably a little bit more clever than I am. Oh, you love the penguins, Joy? Yes. Me too. One of my favourites. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're doing a layer of Stamped Off and then a layer of first generation. And that's all we're pretty much doing the whole way through. So I'm going to stamp off first. And I do need a baby wipe. I did plan on getting my sponge, my chamois cleaned off, but it's not, so we'll use the baby wipe instead. So Flirty Flamingo. And I'm also going to overlap just slightly. Does anyone have this stamp set at home? So there we've got our first layer, nice and light. Gonna go back over now and we're doing our first generation stamp. So stamping straight down over the top. My pumpkin pie is really, really inky. I've not long re-inked that one, which makes it a really nice change because most of the time my ink pads are pretty dry. One thing that I'll get to, but I just never usually get to. Okay. So we're going to stamp off for the next layer, and that's got yuckies on it. And the thing is, you don't have to do the whole way up. You could leave it halfway up. You could do a couple of lines up. That's what's really great about this card. And pumpkin pie on the end. See, that would look really nice. Sentiment across here and just left like that. But we'll keep going. I don't have anywhere to be. Hopefully you guys don't either. So we're going to do the full layer now. What's everyone been watching? That's pretty much all I do now is watch shows and craft. So I've been right up with the Queen. Ingrid, help me out. What was that? The Royals? I've been watching it. I don't even know the name of it. The one that you told me to get on and watch. That is fantastic. And the other thing that I've been watching a lot lately is a show called 𝐉𝐸𝐺. And I probably told you about it last week. It's on the 9 Now app. It's about 20 years old, and I really like it. It has that old school vibe where, you know, each show has a meaning and there's a lesson to be learnt. You know, there's no shows out there like that anymore. So Everwood, check it out on the Go Now app. Really, really good. Love it. It's got Emily Van Camp. So she was in Revenge. She's been in a few different ones. And the young guy that plays the main character, he's been in other things as well. I just don't know what. I should research it a little bit. But that's what I'm spending my whole time doing. Okay. Almost done. And then the last one's going to be the Flirty Flamingo. And it looks really nice when you've overlayered each. Sort of adds all the colours together. So that's the stamping in that one. We're going to do a sentiment from the Brewsome Fun, which I thought this really looked like a great birthday card. So I looked through my sets. This is one that I've purchased from the annual catalogue and I haven't used it too much. So we're going to go It's Your Birthday. And these little birthday hats. Perfect for a fun birthday card. And you know, you could change the colours around if you wanted to do a male's birthday, which is easy enough to do. I'm actually going to mask off one of those party hats because the 3 don't fit in that little strip of black cardstock that we have here. So I'm using white embossing powder and Versamark ink for our clear sticky ink. So I'm going to do the sentiment first. And you're all being very quiet tonight. So I did rock my stamp a little bit on the edge there. Just going to bring in a paintbrush. Just take that off. I probably should have used my powder tool, but that's okay. It'll be fine. So I'm going to heat that one first and then we're going to come in and do our masking for the party hats. So black and white, or white embossing powder on black cardstock, really does make it stand out. So you're just heating that until that melts. I'm going to bring in a Post-it note, and the stamp has these 2 party hats there, and I'm just going to take off this bottom party hat. So the easiest way, let's see if I can mask off, and I might have to mask off because they're on like different angles. Just going to use those Post-it notes to mask off that 3rd party hat there. I'm going to take the ink down to the stamp and sure it's well covered. And then what's really important is to take these post-it notes off. I have done it plenty of times where I haven't taken it off and it doesn't work well. So we can stamp the little party hats there. Come back in with the powder. Done a good job. Just where my hand was, my finger. So in our hands we have natural oils, and that's what gets stuck to your powder on your cardstock. So you try not to handle your cardstock too much, and that'll mean that you're not going to have too many of those stray powders on your cardstock either. So let's bring in all our pieces. So this is going to go together really quickly. I'm going to layer our stamped image, and I've just used normal, regular, basic white. It doesn't have to be thick for our stamping, because we're using the basic black as our matting. That gives it plenty of support. Nice little border of the black so it really sticks out. I'm also just going to add another layer of glue down. You could pop this up if you wanted to, but because we're popping that sentiment up, making sure that the card opens the right way. I've done that plenty of times as well. Alrighty, so the ribbon that we're using here is glittery black glittered organdy ribbon. Perfect for Halloween projects coming up. And I think that's going to be next week. I think we're going to be working on some Halloween projects next week. Super excited. So I'm just going to add a little bit of ribbon to the back there. I think that's perfect. And to attach that down, I'm going to use my tear and tape. So holding them all in place, I'm just going to take a strip of tear and tape, and that'll hold that completely down. And we're going to pop up with some dimensionals. Because I'm going to stick some dimensionals over the top, I'm going to take that backing off. Dimensionals don't stick down to that backing of that tape very well, so it's always better to take it off. And one here as well. Does anyone have this stamp set, the textures and frames? Did anyone pick that as your celebration item? I know a few people have purchased it, but they didn't really know how to use it or what to create with it. So that is our first card. So time consuming just with the stamping, but a super easy card. Really, really simple card. Alrighty, so let's move that to the side. Let's bring in the next one, which this one here. I really like this one. I think, how sweet is this? Little penguin. We've got the presents, we've got the balloon. And I've just used the circle So this one here, the outline circle, to stamp in the background with this one, and the splatters as well. So I'll just show you that one here. We used this one on the first card, and the second card we're using these two here. So we have Flirty Flamingo as our base. We also have matting of Flirty Flamingo, a piece of basic white. We've got some basic white for stamping and punching, as well as this is Gorgeous Grape. Yes, Gorgeous Grape, because that's the colours. And I'm also using the Simply Elegant trim just for our little string. You could use something else if you want to. But did anyone pick up the penguin there? Can you see the black? He's all sparkly. So when I did, and I should have looked back to see who it was, when I did my unboxing of my mini haul, I got this beautiful, it's called black glitter paper, and it's the new version, so there is no glitter everywhere. I love that Stampin' Up have done this, because if you're old enough to know about our old paper, the old shimmer paper that used to have glitter everywhere, you'd have it on your desk, on your hands, on your face, everywhere. They've brought out new glitter paper that has no glitter comes off it, so that's fantastic. And that's what we've used for the penguin here. So whoever it was, and I'll have to go back and have a look, but whoever suggested that, thank you, because that's what we're going with tonight. So we're going to do a little bit of background stamping with that set. We'll start off with that. And we're going to start off with this one here. Now I have my blending brushes, and I have one in each colour. So I've got like a pink one, a blue one, a yellow one, so on and so forth. This is my pink one. I'm going to use my Flirty Flamingo, and these actually, you can rinse them underwater and they come out. So I'm lazy, as you can see, and I just leave the same colour on. Use a cloth to get as much of the colour off before I go on to another colour, but yeah, you don't have to wash it every time either. So I'm just going to start with a bit of colour in the middle and work my way out. And I didn't pick up too much ink just there, but you want to start off a little bit before you go down onto your card. So I want most of the colour in the middle, but I want the whole colour. I don't want white, so it's going to be a light pink on the edges, but I'm just working all that colour throughout the card. And this could probably even be Flirty Flamingo if you wanted. If you didn't want to ink or blend any colours. I really liked the look of this. And then stamping those the splattered stamp on there as well. I thought that looked really great. So I'm just blending it out a little bit. These brushes are amazing. Okay, happy with that. I'm going to bring in that splatter stamp. So that's this one here. And we're just going to splatter around our piece. So some of this is going to be all covered up anyway with our presents and the penguin, but you just want that nice little background everywhere. While we have this one out, I'm also going to stamp that background. So our main piece of cardstock, which is a top folding card for this one. I'm going to bring in the detailed circle, I suppose you'd call it. And we're just going to stamp a little bit around the edges. So mainly at the top and the bottom. And I think I'm happy with that. So you can see it at the top and at the bottom. I'm also going to bring in the Gorgeous Grape colour, And I just want to put that little sentiment down the bottom, the happy birthday. Cute. So I've got a strip of Gorgeous Grape, which we're going to stamp Gorgeous Grape on top. So this is monochromatic tone on tone stamping, and we have the present. So I'm going to stamp a few of these, and I've got 7 there. So let's do 7. Hi Lorraine, how are you? Thanks for joining in. Okay. Now we do have some more stamping to do with our Whisper White piece. What I want to do first is I want to punch out my image first. So we need that inside piece of our penguin. Almost said pumpkin. See, I've got Halloween already in my head. While we have the punch out, I'm going to grab that black glitter paper and let's punch one of them out. That is so cute, all that glitter. So you can see this lays on top, over the top. So we're going to bring in some pumpkin pie, and in the Penguin Place stamp set we have little feet that we're just going to stamp in the pumpkin pie. Going to bring some Memento Tuxedo black ink for his little eyes, and there is an eye in that set as well. So let's get 2 eyes going. And now that he has his little eyes in, we can put his little nose or beak. It's probably a beak more than an eye. Okay, so he's right to go. We're going to bring in a Flirty Flamingo back just to stamp our balloon. And so because this is a punch bundle, we have to fussy cut all our little images other than the feet. So let me show you that punch. It has the inside piece, the outside piece, and the little feet. So everything else has to be fussy cut. That's okay, we can do that. Move some things out of the road. So we're going to do some quick fussy cutting. And I think you could probably get away with less presents. I think this brings the purple in, the Gorgeous Grape in. Definitely a girl's card, but this one you could easily change to some boy colours as well. Who wouldn't love a penguin card for their birthday? So cute. That and the puffins. The puffins from the annual catalogue, they are super cute as well. So I'm not sure if any of my comments are working or you're just all very quiet, because I don't have any comments coming through. Which means you have to listen to me ramble. So if anyone has anything great to know or great to talk about, chime on in. So I'm leaving a little bit of a border all the way around my presents. But being pretty quick to cut them as well. Last one. Gonna do the balloon, and we can start popping everything together. When I actually created this card, I didn't have the balloon on it. I've come back and popped the balloon on because I thought it was just missing something. And I think the balloon really did finish the card off beautifully. So if you're doing lots of fussy cutting, highly recommend having the Stampin' Up paper snips that I'm using here. They have... they make it really easy. They're small, they've got a fine tip, and it just makes it so much easier to get in and fussy cut around those little objects that you might have to fussy cut around. Alrighty, might add our layers together. So we're just gonna liquid glue these two together. I was playing around with my stamping seal last weekend and I've broken it. I think, because I've been watching a few people use it, and the tip that one of the demonstrators was using was not to use a heavy hand. I have a heavy hand, so I think that was my first downfall, but then I tried to pull it apart to see if I could fix it. Well, I shouldn't have pulled it apart because I think I've broken it. So I don't know whether the stamping seal or the Seal Plus is for me. I think I should just stick to my tear and tape and my liquid adhesive. But I did find a really great tip with dimensional backings on the weekend. And I'll show you when we're using our dimensionals. It worked really well with the little mini dimensionals, so hopefully they work with the big ones as well. So I've just popped a little bit of tear and tape on the back of the basic white piece. Because this is glitter paper, it's a little bit hard to adhere with liquid glue. I've just find using the tear and tape or a tape runner, it just works a little bit better to hold down. So I've added that down. We're going to work out our balloon next. So let's grab that silver twine. This is going to be great for Christmas if you don't already have it. I love gold and silver at Christmas time. So I'm going to add a little bit of tear and tape to the back, sticking it down so it's coming out from the bottom of the balloon. There we go. So I'm going to want it somewhere there. And I'm going to stick it at the back of my little penguin. That way that twine's not going to come off anywhere and it will stay attached, even if it goes through the mail. So this is a little tip for you. You want to secure down your twine really well. So cute. Okay. So now I just want to work out, well, that's going to be painful. it's fine. We won't worry about him just yet. Once we pop a dimensional behind him, he's going to stick wherever I want him to go. So I have popped up some of these presents with dimensionals, and the others I've just glued straight down with liquid adhesive. I'll just layer them around where I want them. Have I sold anyone this stamp set yet? Hopefully you like it. I think sometimes you look at stamp sets in catalogues and you think, no, I don't like that, until someone creates something really pretty. Alright, so I'm going to stick some dimensionals on the backings of a few of these. One at the top there. All fumble fingers today. Looks really nice with those little splatters in the background. Alright, so I'm going to bring in my liquid adhesive. So don't forget to leave a comment if you're watching. That way you'll go in the draw to win, have a chance to win this card next week on my live. I do a drawing every single week of the week before's project, so you don't want to miss out. And you can do that either watching the replay or on my YouTube channel. I'll have this up on the YouTube channel tomorrow. Please leave a comment, because a thumbs up, I don't know who leaves the thumbs up. YouTube doesn't tell me, so if you want to go on the draw, you have to leave a comment on YouTube. So cute. So I'm going to take the backing of this off, and we'll pop him up. And let me show you the trick that I found. On the minis, you can just pop it in. There we go. So stab it on an angle and then lift up, and the backings come off. I don't know. I have a bit of a love-hate with dimensionals. I love to use them, but the backings are really hard. And I come across that tip on the weekend, so that may help you. If it does, give it a go, but that might help you. So I'm going to take the backings off the balloon, and we're going to stick a few more dimensionals on the balloon as well. Hi Renee, how are you? Let's take them off as well. On the minis it's super easy because I think they're a lot smaller as well, but I'm really happy with that. That was a good tip that I found. So this one's got a kink in the twine. This one, he's holding on to it. Okay. Just going to get rid of those backings because I did vacuum my floor earlier today. Try and keep the craft room a little bit more tidier. I'm going to pop these up with some dimensionals. And I'm just going to use my edges because I'm actually on the bones right now. And if you follow me on social media, you might have saw my post earlier today of all my cardstock scraps. I did put them all away, so they're not falling off my counter anymore. Every time I walked past my counter, I was dropping them on the ground, so it had to be done. So add lots of dimension on the back. Let's bring this in. I don't have any nails, so trying to use my nails on these, this is so much quicker. Although the little buggers get caught up on everything. There we go. So it was crazy how much cardstock I had of offcuts. I'm so glad I've got them in my drawer now. Beautiful. Okay, so one last thing. I'm going to bring in some basic rhinestones. And I've used my pumpkin pie dark marker. I'm going to colour in and create our own little embellishments. These are alcohol-based markers, so they work perfectly to create your own rhinestones, and you can do this with the rhinestones, or you can do it with pearls as well, or any of white embellishments that we have. You could do that with any of them. They all work. Probably would like to let it dry just for a little bit longer than what I have, but it'll be fine. And we're going to do odd numbers. Pumpkin pie is one colour that I don't really think I use other than at Halloween. What about you guys? Do you use pumpkin pie very much? I think before I started doing Halloween projects a couple of years ago, I don't think I used it really at all. So cute. What do you think? Let me bring in the two cards that we've created today. What do you think of those ones, guys? I've just looked down at my hand. I've got an orange hand from the from this. Must have had it resting on it. Excellent. All right, everyone. Oh, thanks for all the hearts and the thumbs up, guys. I really do appreciate it. I don't think my comments are working at all. But thank you very much for the thumbs up. I'm going to bring the camera up. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really enjoyed doing two cards with you. So hopefully you enjoyed that we're doing simpler cards, great for beginners, with a few little techniques involved as well. Don't forget to like, comment and share. I would love it if you shared my video, and you'll go in the draw next week. Oh, before we go, last week's cards. I've got the drawing still. Okay, so I have the one that I created last week and my sample. I forgot to show you last week. I got that fumbled. I didn't put on the embellishments, so I cut off from that designer series paper. I did die cut, well not die cut, I fussy cut the star and the bauble, and I put them inside as well. So I did finish the card off, but I just didn't do it on camera. So obviously you didn't yell out enough for me. Hi Janice, how are you? But that's fine. So we're going to do a drawing for that card, and you can choose, whoever wins can choose whether you would like the real red or the old olive. So completely up to you, but we'll do the drawing. So these are all people who watched and commented or shared last week's video. Okay, we have one name. Rachel, well done Rachel. beautiful. Well, I'll pop that in the post for you tomorrow. So that is fantastic. All right, everyone, I'll be back next Thursday with another video. I have no idea what we're creating because I don't know the colour challenge yet. I don't find out until Sunday, so that's when I do the creating. But I think next week's going to be the customer appreciation card, so I think it might be something like that. I think I'll do a project for the customer appreciation card, so probably won't be with the colour challenge. We'll wait and see. So if you have any questions for me, please leave a comment. I'll get back and have a look at those later on. And I know that I've probably got comments coming through that they're just not showing up on my phone. So thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you back here again next Thursday. And yeah, have a great weekend. Stay safe, everyone, and stay sane in these times. All right, bye-bye.